Tiny trim on the top, just a tiny bit off them. What's up everybody? Happy Friday to you all. It's about 10:30 on Friday morning, which means we're half an hour away from Zwift o'clock. Today is the Zwift Handicap Race by Robert Massimo Baldi. I think it's 3 flat laps of Watopia again, so I'm fingers crossed I'm going to do better than I did in the ODZ one on the same route. I'm going to try a different recording, audio recording today. I've got one of these little clip-on lapel microphones, so I'm going to give that a go, see if that will further reduce the sound of the vortex but pick up my voice better. Initial test was that the inputs actually, the gain level is actually a little bit low, so it's a bit of trial and error, so apologies if this the sound of this doesn't come out particularly well. Eagle-eyed among you will notice I've had a bit of a trim as well. I figured even in the world of Zwift, any kind of aerodynamic enhancements and weight loss has got to be a good thing, so be warned, I'm feeling slick and smooth. I think this could be my day today. Thanks for all the feedback that I've been getting on the forums. It's been fantastic. I love it when you guys get involved, and there's a lot of chat on there at the moment based on one of my videos in particular, where the main topic of conversation seems to be my low cadence. So there's some really good suggestions in there from workouts that I should be doing, which I'll definitely get involved in. Sorry if I haven't replied to all of you yet. I will try and jump in on that conversation, and hopefully you can guide me to a more efficient way of attacking these races. But yeah, I really enjoy it with the suggestions that you guys come up with. My cadence is a bit of a confusion for me because I definitely average higher cadence when I'm out on the road, but on Zwift I very rarely take it out of the big ring, and it just seems more comfortable and more natural for me to grind it a little bit. Also, obviously the cadence reading that shows up on the screen doesn't accurately represent the cadence that I'm actually spinning. I think that's an adjustment that Zwift makes in order to balance out performance. So for example, if I'm really spinning going up the KOM but not actually generating that much speed because I'm in an easy gear, the reading on the screen tends to put me on a very low cadence. Like for example, now I'm doing 20 RPM. I would suggest that my feet are going slightly faster than that. Not an awful lot, admittedly, but slightly faster. But yeah, I am aware that high cadence is a less stressful way of doing these rides, particularly on sensitive areas like your knees. And it is something I'd like to work on, but I just naturally seem to slip back into my lazy style. But yeah, maybe for this race now, if I remember to, in my sweaty, pathetic state, I'll try and concentrate a little bit more on my actual riding style and rhythm. See if it helps me at all. See how it goes. So I've been given my start time of 11 minutes past 11, which puts me kind of in the middle of the pack. The riders I'm going to be going off with at the same time is Stuart Lee, this is going to be embarrassing pronunciation, Mogens Bjerregaard Jensen, MB Jensen, and then Brooks Moore's coming 30 seconds behind me. Going 30 seconds ahead, my old pal Rich Vickers, who I crossed swords with in one of my previous videos. Franco Battiato, another recognisable name from previous videos. He's going off at 10 past 11 and 30 seconds. So they're the guys around me that I really need to be concentrating on. But if my new cadence technique works, I should really be a little bit more optimistic than that and start aiming for Michael Borstein, another name I'm going to struggle with, Jaiki Fontaneda. So sorry, it's embarrassing. They're both starting 1.5 minutes and 2.5 minutes ahead of me, respectively. If I'm feeling up for it, they're the names I'm going to try and keep an eye on, chase those guys down. But then obviously we've got the fast guys behind. Cameron James Flynn, Miroslav Porak, Aaron Locks, they're all going off at 11:15. Donald Smith, Fred Harte going off at 11.16. Then we've got Adam Webb at 11.18 and Robert Lyons at 11.19. I remember both of those guys, Webb and Lyons. I think they came past me like I wasn't moving at the end of the last handicap race. Another objective today will obviously be to try and keep those guys behind me. Just on a side note, I mentioned it in a previous video, but I wonder if any of you guys can make a suggestion as to why I don't seem to get recorded lap times on Zwift for the flat route. I see the records come up, but the lap times of other riders come up in the sidebar on the left, but I don't ever get a recorded time. I don't have anything as a 30-day personal record or anything like that, and I never have done. I've reinstalled the software a couple of times, and I get lap times for the full Watopia course, the mountain course. Pretty sure there's no problems with Richmond or the London courses, but the flat course on Watopia never seem to be able to save a time. So yeah, any suggestions or quick fixes that you guys are aware of, or if indeed you're having the same problem, just give us a shout in the comments or on the forums, and maybe we can raise a ticket with Zwift and see if it's something that can be looked at. Exciting email yesterday about the iOS update. I know they've quadrupled the number of beta users that they're going to allow. I don't think I'll be one of those, but the good news from my point of view is that they actually put a date on it, roughly, sort of between 4 to 6 weeks for it to be launched, which would be brilliant. I can't wait to try that out on the old iPad Pro. Adam Webb's just popped a comment on the forum saying it looks like stiff competition today. Pants on the outside time. If I see you coming, Webby, that'll be my trigger to give it the beans. Try and work out the best place to put this. Should be okay. What if I unzip my jersey? I think I'll take this off too in case it jangles against the microphone. Oh look, I made that. That's 4 Ultegra chain links. I've always got spares. Okay, so I've now switched to the lapel mic. See how this goes. The main bunch, the first in the handicap race, are about to go off in about 20 seconds. Oops, forgot my hat. Can't do a video without that. I'm going to watch the start, and then I need to change to a TT bike because I had a bit of a wrist slap from Robert last time for riding on a normal bike. So off they go. First wave have gone. Good luck, guys. Hopefully I'll be there to put pressure on you at some stage. We'll try and remember not to jump the start this time as well. Cadence, cadence, cadence. That's what I'm looking for in this one, apparently. I'm going to try and control my pace in this first lap a little bit better as well. Not get pulled into the trap of blasting out from the gate. So A Hovell, who I think started at the same time as me, just come past. Have a good ride, buddy. Hopefully I'll see you later on in the race.
All I wanna do is get by the beach, get by, baby, baby, bye bye. All I wanna do is get by the beach, get by, baby, baby, bye bye. All I wanna do is get.
A Hovell's now pulled out 15 seconds on me. He's closing in on S Wu, 17 seconds ahead. And then 54 ahead, L Fox. My old pal R Vickers at 123. Then we've got A Kazupski at 202. J Gorilla, oh hello J Gorilla. Didn't see your name there, at 253. N De Box 413, S Hales 436, S Mac 442. D Wagner, hello mate, 547. P Dick 555. And I can't see who's behind me at the moment. We've got S McGibbon at 2 minutes behind apparently. This fan's doing nothing, I need to prop it up somehow.
All I wanna do is get by the beach, get by, baby, baby.
Oh, that's better. I'm actually getting some air now. Thanks, Dane.
Bye, baby, baby, bye, bye.
I'm really losing touch. I've been a bit distracted by trying to get my fan in the right position. I'm just going to keep the legs spinning for a bit, not get too panicky about the guys pulling away, hopefully save something towards the end. So I'm keeping my cadence in the mid to high 90s at the moment, which I think is okay. Putting out 3 watts per kilogram. A Hovel has now taken S Woo, or in fact they're right on each other. Both closing in on L Fox or I Fox. I think it's an L. No, maybe an I. S McGibbon's now only 130 behind me. The dreaded towel drop. Fred 76 is on the road again. She's 5 minutes behind at the moment, but in the last race, she came storming past me towards the end. Still keeping the cadence in the mid-90s. Be interesting to see if this is a less draining way to approach it. Quickly try and grab my towel. Hopefully I didn't lose too much time doing that. So S McGibbon now has gone under a minute, so 56 behind. Mirror check, 2:35. Got S Woo and A Hovel a minute ahead. I Fox 1:11 ahead. R Vickers 2:15 ahead, he's pulling out nicely. J Gorilla 2:57 likewise, and A Kazupski at 3:23. I'm not going to panic yet, I'm just going to keep spinning my own pace. Oh, there's my problem, look. I've clearly got 2 punches on those zip wheels. So if I don't win today, that's why. S McGibbon now 24, 23 behind. I know it's on a hill, so it closes in anyway, but putting out a lot more power than me, so resistance is futile, I'm sure.
All I wanna do is get by the beach, get by, baby, baby, bye, bye. All I wanna do is get by the beach, get by, baby, baby, bye, bye. All I wanna do is get by the beach, get by, baby.
S McGibbon just 5 seconds behind now. Although, is that a complete? I think he might have just been coasting on the downhill. Dropped down to 0 WKG for a second. Okay, just coming up for the end of the first lap. Okay, 1 lap done. McGibbon's just coming past me. Good ride, buddy. Mirror check 124 behind. Flynn 127 behind. Fred's pulled back a couple of minutes already. She's 3 minutes behind. I'm not sure where the boys in front of me have gone. I'm just praying that they collapse. No offence, but some kind of mechanical failure would help. Struggling to keep that high cadence now already. Hovel and Woo are now over 2 minutes ahead and still going strong in the sort of mid 3s. Come on guys, a bit of sympathy for me here please. I joked the other day about weight doping, but I really think it might be the way to go. Since my haircut I reckon I've lost about 10 kilos, so I should have made that adjustment on Zwift. S Woo's putting in a big kick. I think he sort of dropped off the back of A Hovel a bit. He managed to get himself up in the orange. 8 or 9 watts per kilogram. Trying to pull himself back onto Hovel's wheel. R Vickers is stonking away. 320. L Fox 244. S Max 423. S Hales 445 along with Katsupski. D Wagner 457. M De Box 517. And I've now got Flynn and Miracek closing right in at 24 and 28 behind me. I'm not going to lie to you, I'm dying. How much warm-up does everybody do before these races? Because I like to do about 10k. Pretty gentle, but Is that too much or too little? What's the best way to prepare yourself for these? Cheers, C. Flynn, for the ride on. I'll give you full screen as you come past me. Good ride, buddy. No wonder you're killing me. Look at the size of those shoulders. I watched the 6 Days of London last night. The Cav Wigo pairing's not living up to the hype at the moment, it seems. Does look like fun though. I'll try and get tickets next time it comes around. Mirror checks come past. Sorry, pal, I missed that. Well done, pal, good job. I'm digging the colour match bike and jersey as well, looks good. So, I've got J Park Honda who's been the next one past. But given his username, I have a suspicion that he's motor doping. Although if that's the Honda Formula 1 engine, I've not got much to worry about. Cheers, mirror check. Good job, pal. I keep forgetting about my cadence, but I'm holding about 80. But I know I should be doing more than that. Time to lose the hat, I think. One of my favourites, this, the POC one. I was hoping my psychology one would turn up today with the matching socks, but not yet. I did get the microphone though, so that's something. Just hope it's working and you can all hear me okay. That's the other thing I always forget to do. Drink. Cheers, Jay Gorilla, for the ride on. Can't even see you on my screen, so I can only assume you're miles ahead. Well done, J Park Honda. That F1 engine obviously did you some favours, but don't rely on it not going bang before the end of the race. Good job, fella. Another cool kit there. He's chasing down, mirror check. R Lyons is now the next rider behind me. Now he's 3:03 behind, but we've got about a lap and a half to go. I'm pretty sure he can do that. He's just holding about 5 watts per kilogram. So double what I'm doing basically. So my prediction now, so I'm going to get caught by R Lyons near the end. We'll have a sprint for the finish. That's when he'll see my true power.
All I wanna do is get by the beach, get by, baby, baby, bye bye.
ACW cracking out 9 watts per kilogram at the moment. He's three minutes behind me. R Lyons is now only 2:10 behind me. J Park 53 ahead, mirror check 142 ahead, S McGibbon 159, right up with C Flynn at 2 minutes. And then we've got, I'm not sure, that's showing 17 minutes ahead. I'm going to have a go at pronouncing the name anyway. T. Sancha La Pratana. Sancha La Pratana. And then T Trig. That's a bit easier to say. I'm hoping I've gone through my 20-minute bonk that I always seem to have. I could just hold a decent pace for the final lap. Obviously I've got to get to the final lap first. I might change my prediction. So R Lyons is coming quicker than I thought. Look at ACW putting out 15 watts per kilogram. Wow. He's going to be on Trig. Trig's at 213. CW at 215. Still going at 15 watts per kilogram. He's now taken Trig, popped it down to 6.3. That's serious power. So, to reassess my prediction, R Lyons is going to get me before we even get back in the tunnels. ACW with that kind of power will probably do the same. So I'm going to target holding off T Trig. But I might reassess that again in a minute. Oh look, CW's at it again, pumping out 12 watts per kilogram. Only a mere 10 watts per kilogram more than I'm doing.
You doing well?
No, not doing well at all. J Park Honda, his engine hasn't blown up yet, so still going strong. I've eaten a banana today and that's all. Probably, oh, and a couple of midget gens in a coffee cup. Oh, and a coffee. That's all I've had. I'm not a breakfast person, but I know I should be before these races. I get up, do some work, and quickly jump on here, fail miserably at a race, get off, have a shower, walk the dog, back to work. ACW again, where's he finding this? He keeps popping up. He was back in the 10s, then he just did an 8, he's back in 8 again now. Our Lions now is only 30 seconds behind me as we start third and final lap. No one's showing up in front of me, so I'm going to take that as I'm winning at the moment. It's a straight race between me and our Lions. There's only 2 of us, so I'm guaranteed a silver. Oh, I made out of bronze. CW's popped into the mix. I said our Lions would get me before the tunnels. You've not got long to do it, buddy. Get those legs moving. 10 seconds behind. Putting out double the power. I know it's a pointless exercise, but I want to try and get there before he does. Still got the flat tyres, as you can see. So I'm actually doing pretty well considering that. To be honest, it actually feels like I've got flat tyres. Alright, our Lions, 4 seconds behind. Where's that tunnel? Come on. Hey! Mind you, I'm not in it yet. Oh, here he comes. Where is he? Yes! That's a mini victory for me. And then he goes past. Well done on Lions. CW back at 11. Crazy power. Then he manages to hold it at like mid-4s and hammer it again for a bit. Back into the mid-4s. If I hammered to 11, I'm not even sure I could do 11, but if I did, I'd have to stop for at least 2 days before getting back on. Our Vickers has well and truly destroyed me today. That's embarrassing. I was giving it the big one on the forums, telling him I was going to get him this week. Not even close. Finally see some riders ahead of me. Our Lions, who you've just seen take me. Then we've got J Park at 2:43. Wow, he's pulled away. 4:13 for S Hales. 4:37 for A Hovel. 4:55 for Gorilla and Mac. Good ride, boys. S Woo at 5:21. CW now is only 1 minute and 2 seconds behind me. Holding mid-3s, mid to high 3s. I expect another big kick from him once he gets a little bit closer. He'll come past me at like 15 watts per kilogram or something. I'm assuming it's a he. That's a bit ignorant of me. So let's see. Yeah, that's a he. Very slender looking he. Good ride, pal, whatever happens from now.
All I wanna do is get by, but
Hot hands. CW back at 7.9, closing in fast, holding that 7.9 as well for a long time. There's Mr. Wagner. Right on, my friend. Good job.
to your bullshit when you would pay tribute to me. Cause I knew that all I wanted to do was get high by the
Okay, so I've got CW only 12 seconds behind now. Our line's now a minute and a half. And Mr. D Wagner, 3:11 ahead. CW's kicking it now. Another little 10 point something. I feel like something's just bitten me on the leg. Alright, 12.2 from CW now. Let's go and check this out.
get by, baby, bye bye. All I wanna do is get by the beach. Get by, baby, bye bye.
Here he comes. Good ride, pal. Some impressive power. Okay, so P. Braun is the next rider behind me, I think. Putting out a bit more than me. Not an awful lot more. And he's at 350, so if it stays like that, I should be able to hold it. CW's now flying away. Forgot about cadence again. Let's try and step it up a little bit. So I managed to pull out on P. Braun a little bit. That might have just been because of the ups and downs we just went through. But he's not putting out an awful lot of power at the moment, so I should be able to hold that one. Albeit he probably started 10 minutes behind me. These aren't the most comfortable shorts. The padding's come away a little bit at the edge, so it can bunch up and give me a little bit of a wedgie from time to time. It's always nice. ACW still doing it, hovering around 4, then kicking in at between 10 and 15 every now and again. Incredible. I think you're my rider of the day, pal. Whatever the result. P. Braun's picking it up now, he's up in the 5s. Now, he's a long way behind me, so that might be trying to defend from someone behind him rather than trying to chase me down, because I'm only 700 metres from the line. Thank the Lord.
Baby, bye bye. All I wanna do is get by the beach. Get by, baby, bye bye.
Give a bit of a punch for this last couple of hundred. That's as long as I can hold that for. Oh, well done, guys. So T-Trig, P-Dick and S-Lee, first 3 across the line. See where I came. Obviously last at the moment, but I don't know how many are behind me. Well done, everyone. Another good ride. Not sure about this high cadence thing. I need to learn how to use it to proper effect. So, as I mentioned earlier, any suggestions from you guys would be greatly appreciated. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go and be sick.